DeMarco Murray giving it full Leo DiCaprio service, saying, I'm not leaving. Ohio State wanted the running back coach's services to come to Columbus, away from Norman, Oklahoma, where he played ball, and DeMarco Murray sounds like it was close. I mean, based on, the tweets of Eddie Radosevich, things got scary that morning where he decided to stay at Oklahoma. Ohio State maybe was very much so in the mix, but DeMarco Murray is staying as the running back coach at Oklahoma, was offered a 3-year contract. This is massive on a number of levels. Let's just unpack the obvious here. The obvious here is that Oklahoma keeps a great coach and a great recruiter. Right? Like, you got continuity there. As you move into the SEC, we understand this, man. College football, we just talked about it during that Deion Sanders segment. It is a talent acquisition game. And DeMarco Murray played in the NFL, was a multiple-time Pro Bowler, and to be able to go and talk to these running back recruits and tell them, hey, listen, I know what it takes to get to the league. I will coach you specifically at this position, at what you want to go play at the professional level. Like, let's go do this. And also, let's go do this in the SEC. That's the key part of this now. You got to be able to run the rock in the SEC, and they got the running backs coach to not just coach the position, but also to acquire talent. You keep that continuity on the staff and keep a little bit more continuity on the offense, even though you're changing coordinators there. But here's the bigger part to me. I think what it means optically for Oklahoma cannot be overstated. Because if DeMarco Murray decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to Ohio State. I'm going to leave my alma mater. What does that say about the trajectory of Oklahoma? What does that say about DeMarco Murray's belief in Brent Venables and the way that he's doing things? It would be, at best, a little bit concerning. At worst, it would send the message of like, hey, this guy went there and he doesn't even believe in where things are headed. So the fact that he's staying and saying, you know what, I probably could have gone to Ohio State. Let's be real here. Ohio State, as a career move, you could make the argument could have been better for him long term. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the argument is there to be made with Ohio State and that running back room they have this upcoming year. Trevion Henderson, Quinshawn Judkins, like, they got some dudes in that room now. And so, yes, you can do everything you want to do at Oklahoma, obviously, why DeMarco Murray is staying there. But Ohio State, you had to believe, is an attractive job both as a brand and by what they have in that room. So for him to say, you know what, nah, I'm good, I'm going to stay at Oklahoma, just speaks volumes to his belief in this roster, his belief in this direction under Brent Venables. And I think for Oklahoma, man, I really think the best is on the horizon for them. I really think the best is yet to come, because Brent Venables, as a head coach, we've said this in previous videos, we're going to say it again right now, he's still figuring it out. And he's figuring it out, and they went 6-7 his first year, won double-digit games his second year. It may not be a linear progression of success for Oklahoma with him as the head coach. Success is very rarely a straight line. We all understand that. But when they get their feet underneath them, I think the outfit they're going to be under Brent Venables is nothing short of dangerous. Because he's already proven, man, he's going to recruit. Like Oklahoma, multiple top 10 classes already with him being the head coach there. He is going to be relentless in acquiring top talent. And then when we talk to people around Oklahoma that, are in the know on these sort of things, that's kind of one of the adjectives you would use to describe Brent Venables and ultimately describe the persona of this Oklahoma football team. Teams take on the personality of their leadership. Brent Venables, what do we know about his personality? Don't you want to make sure that you're watching this game in person from the big house? And the best way to do that is with our friends over at GameTime. GameTime, best part about it, fast, easy, safe, effective way to buy tickets. Okay, so use the GameTime app, 2 taps of the button, with your fingertips on your touchscreen, your iPhone, your Android, whatever you're doing, you're able to then get that ticket sent directly to your phone. Also, you get to see the view from your seat before you buy. So you're not sitting behind a flagpole. You're not sitting behind the Jumbotron, and somehow that's a surprise when you show up there. You know what you're looking at from the digital view from your seat, from the app, before you even buy it, which is phenomenal. So download the GameTime app. Use code HARDCOUNT, okay, HARDCOUNT, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code HARDCOUNT for $20 off your first purchase using the GameTime app. So shouts to our folks at GameTime. Best tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. Think back to his days at Clemson, man. You got a specific strength coach pulling on his belt buckle to keep him from getting onto the field. You're trying to make sure he doesn't run out, clear out to the numbers by trying to get that defensive signal into your linebacker. This dude eats, sleeps, breathes football. He's all about it. And he's not just about the X's and O's. He's about his roster. He's about his players. He's about what's best for them. Like, he is all the way in. There is no half-stepping with Brent Venables, man. He's all about that action. And so what I'm trying to say here is, seeing your head coach operate that way, now as the head coach at Oklahoma, that's something that your team embodies as well. And so to be talented and relentless and have a no excuses, blue collar, hard nosed kind of attitude, that's going to result in a lot of positive things for Oklahoma in the long term. I truly believe that. It may not be 2024. It could be 2024. But what I'm trying to say here is the arrow, I think, is truly pointing up in Norman, and keeping DeMarco Murray, a guy who is loyal to the soil, a guy who went here, who played here, who has obviously tremendous roots at Oklahoma. Like, I think that's massive they were able to keep him and able to keep him from a place like Ohio State. It wasn't like they just fended off a G5 school or another school within the SEC that might not have the same prestige as Oklahoma. Like, that's Ohio State. Ohio State is swinging a big stick. They're going to make a tremendous hire, I truly believe, whoever that running back coach is. But for DeMarco Murray to say, you know what, I believe in Oklahoma, I believe in Brent Venables, I believe in what we're doing here, I'm not going anywhere, that's just huge for optics and huge for recruiting in the future for everything going on in Soonerland. So DeMarco Murray staying as the running back coach at Oklahoma.
Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.